EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. But tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. From his end zone, here comes Patterson.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Trap 50. Trap 50.
Now Barkley. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete on the deep ball. Cooper was the target there. That'll bring up second down. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Able to slither by. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Flowers going to go in motion right. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
Let's go now.
The Browns drive about to get started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. He's got a man, complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Barkley. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Barkley. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Dragon 60. Panther 11. Panther. Hurry.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The defense rises rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Barkley. And that one too wide and incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Hey, look at this Baltimore defense.
They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. But you have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sione Takitaki. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Ravens at 10-2 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. But he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Great effort there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now the throw, they're going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First target, first catch, and a first down.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker. Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Barkley. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here is 3rd down and 4. Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. First down, here's Mitchell. Kobe Bryant makes the stop on that one. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Back to throw. Barkley. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw again. The left side completion to Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. There he goes, right side. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
They'll take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And that is going to be wide to the right and no good, but penalty flags shower in. And I think this is going to wind up a first down. And that flag accepted.
Another extra point opportunity here.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Come on. Hit. 79 Broncos. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Barkley. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on... Couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
Touchdown! Zay Flowers, 59 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Out of the gun, Watson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Jackson from the shotgun. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They run over center with Mitchell.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
A 34-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Justin Tucker taking on Baltimore.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Watson, and this one too low.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw, Watson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll set up to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
A little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone, get your hands up.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times.
Filet,
There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He'll buy some time right. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And got his man complete.
And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 57 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, And each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Second and 11 now. Mitchell now off the option. And out across midfield down to the 45. 126 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 45 yards. And the Ravens extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings us second and
Now
7.
Watson escaping the pressure right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Cleveland. 74 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
24.
To throw is Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Christian Kirk with an amazing diving catch. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut in. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. A handoff from Mitchell running left.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Another run with Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Man, 206 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means it really counts.
There he goes, right side. Now he's loose again, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coach.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, They show up, and they show out.
So for Baltimore, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-0.